Bookies, today we're going to do the telephone book tag, so let's get started. Now this is not something I was tagged in because I'm small. No one ever tags me in anything. But it looked fun and I wanted to do it. Maybe tag a couple of friends at the end. So how I did it, how I started it off, because usually for this, whenever you're tagged, you go off of the person's last book. And how it is you have a book. You just grab something. A Fire and Stars. You have a book, and it has something on the cover that relates to the last book. So then you look at this book and you're like, okay, this has a castle. So then you find something with a castle. I don't know what that would be. If you see my shelves, I've picked through a lot of them. It was quite chaotic. Oh, here we go. Found one. Violet Made of Thorns. There we go. It has a tiny, tiny little castle back in there. So that's how you're supposed to do it. But again, I wasn't tagged, so I had no book starting point. So I had my husband go and just grab a random book. So he, in his husband fashion, he picked a Goosebumps book. It is the Reader Beware, You're In for a Scare, Night of the Werewolf Woods. He had to pick this one. I don't.
Did you not like my choice?
No. It's hard. So, in looking at what was on that cover, which is a moon, some rocks, a couple of trees, and some werewolves, I went with The Firekeeper by J.C. Cervantes, which has like a demon dog, but he kind of looks like a werewolf, so we're just going to pass it off like that. So that was cool. That only took me like 5 minutes of searching to find. And at that point, I really started to consider not doing this challenge. But I persevered. Because the next one I found quite easily. I went with the fire that's on this cover. So I chose Blood Scion by Deborah, Falaye, someone correct me, please. It has flames all over and on the back. It's pretty cool. And then I realized, wow, I picked a really hard-ass cover for this. So I went with kind of the color scheme that was on here. We have like this cloud that's like a light pink. You can kind of see it better back here. Like a light pink color. So I went with Milo and Marcus at the End of the World by Kevin Christopher Snipes. It has that same light pink dust color that's on here. So then I'm like, okay, what am I going to focus on? Because the most focal things about this are a big black circle, some floating flamingos and beach balls, and some trash cans and palm trees. So then I'm like, wait, it's cute. They're holding hands like this. So I wanted to focus on a cover that kind of held hands like this. So I went with Delilah Green Doesn't Care. They have that same like handhold, make a V shape pose. And then I realized, and I had to take a break. I had to take a lunch break because it really stumped me. That I picked a cover that doesn't have a lot on here. I mean, we got like a camera, which I later found another camera on one of my covers, but it took like over an hour. We have doves and flower tattoos on her. And then we have a house. So I'm like, I'm going to go with the house. So I picked up Small Town Monsters by Diana Rodriguez Wallach. We have houses. And then I realized, well, dang, we don't have a lot going on in this cover either. We have trees, houses, street lamps, a demon dude that I don't think I can find another demon dude on any of these book covers. I kind of wasted it with the Firekeeper. But we have these people that are just kind of like silhouetted in black. And they're facing away towards the camera. So I wanted to focus on that. So I picked up Kiss and Tell by Adib Khorram. In this one, it's really, really hard to tell. I don't think it's going to catch up on camera. Like, maybe you could tell better on the back. But you have, very faintly, these people that are in black silhouette. And the people in the forefront are facing. So, then I'm like, okay, cool. I found one. And then I realized that this whole book tag is here to drive me insane because all I have is lights, microphones, and boys wearing jeans. But I could work with the boys wearing jeans because, look, they're also wearing jeans. I didn't have a lot to go on for that cover, so just forgive me. Anyways, we have A Little Bit Country by Brian D. Kennedy. They're wearing jeans. That's what I went with. And then I realized that I don't really have a book that has a Ferris wheel on it. I thought I did. I actually think I still might, but I think it's in the pile of books that I haven't read yet and I can't see the cover very well. So I didn't have a lot to go on. But if you see over here, there's a pine tree. And look, kind of pine trees. But this is The Edge of Anything by Nora Shalaway Carpenter. There's pine trees on it. Also, not a lot else. Also, here's the camera that I could have used for Delilah Green Doesn't Care. But hey, we got to this book eventually. Anyways, we have mountains. That's what I was going to go with. I went with In the Beautiful Country by Jane Kuo, which is a gorgeous book. We have mountains in the background. And I had to sit on this and think for a while what I was going to use from this cover, because I could have the shop, or her flower, or the clouds, whatever. But she has a backpack right here, so I went with the backpack. Yeah, so that is what I'm ending this on. This is book number 10. It is prepped by Bethany Mangle. Good luck to if anyone is going to do this after me or use this video as inspiration, because there's not a lot on this cover to take out of. There's a first aid kit, non-perishable food items, hiking boots. Here's what it looks like. I'm obviously going to tag my friend JP. He's pretty awesome. I'll have his channel linked down below. And I will find who the original creator of this book tag is, and I will also tag them down below. But yeah, that is it. So thank y'all for watching. I'll see you again. Bye.